So EarthMC has a lot of problems right now. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I've been in a position where I wish I was able to contact Fix and just talk to him and say what I think about the server right now. Now, obviously, it took me about 15 seconds of thinking that to just say, okay, I'm going to make a YouTube video. Now, it may take him a bit, but in all likelihood, Fix is going to see this video. If I put him in the title, it might take like a week or something, but next time he's looking at my channel, that's going to be the thing he clicks. Or maybe if somebody sends it to him, hint, 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 he'll be able to see it a little quicker. So, basically, what this video is going to be is I'm just going to unscriptedly just say what I think about the server right now, and hopefully Fix sees this. Obviously, a response is encouraged by Fix in the comments below, but if it's something that he doesn't want to comment on right now, that's completely fine, I understand. Obviously, make sure to subscribe to the channel before I get into it. We post a lot of EarthMC content, and I'm going to try a few other new things coming up soon, so if you're interested in any of that, please just subscribe to the channel. So the first thing I want to talk about is how my views have been low recently. Now, this seems like a very egotistical thing to talk about, like, why are you telling Fix about how your views have been low recently? Well, how my views almost always work is when EarthMC is doing well, my channel's doing well. Because most of my videos come from a backlog of like other videos that have just been getting like 50 views per day, that type of thing. Now, I know this is 100% related to EarthMC like doing well, because there was a 2 or 3 day stretch a while back where the server was down, and specifically my guide to starting out on EarthMC video, the video that gets me the most views, was extremely low in views. I'll show you it right now on screen, but like obviously it is a very noticeable like change in views. But let's go back to the current. So basically my views now on the guide to starting out on EarthMC video are as low as they were when the server was down in May 2021. Now, that is a big indicator of where the server's at right now. Now, obviously, it has a little bit to do with my channel. I can't deny that. My channel's a little bit slow recently, but I do feel like, specifically for this video, what this video is for is when people join the server, they search it up on YouTube, and they find that video and they watch it. It is directly correlated with how well EarthMC is doing at that point. And as I said, it's now as low as it was a year before, when the server was literally down. Now, looking at the server player count, it's going down too. Now, obviously, Fix, you know this, but the server player count has been extremely low as of recent. I mean, there's not much more to say about that. Like, I look at the voting website where you can see how many people are online at any point, and I can see that, like, in the bad parts of the day, it's getting down to as little as, like, 90, 70 people, which is something I have never seen on EarthMC. Which brings me to my third point. The server feels extremely stale right now. Now, first of all, you can say, obviously, the server is stale right now. Not much is going on politically. There are no major wars going on. The server just feels very boring for everybody playing on it right now, and I feel like that's something that literally every single person can agree with. This is not the best time for EarthMC. Now, you can say, okay, EarthMC feels stale right now, but something will happen, and the server will rebound. That's what always happens. We've had, like, stale points like this before, and it just takes time. But if we really think about it, this server has been stale for a very long time. When's the last time something actually important went on the server? I would say it's as far back as Trimortem USA War, and I'm talking the first one, because the second one is just the same thing. Like, the first one was an actual major world war, and that was actually really interesting for me. Everything since then has just been very stale. Like, sure, things have happened, the Japanese invasion and all of that stuff, and like wars have happened, Francia, the Britain stuff that happened, but it doesn't change that the server has just felt very stale. Like, how much better did the server become because of those things that happened? The Japanese invasion was very short-lived. It was only like a couple weeks. The Britain thing, that was only like a few days before it stopped being interesting. The wars, they're good for like a day or two, but like, are they really interesting? Like, things happen, but I don't know, it's a few battles and then it just kind of goes back to normal. It just feels like the server is incredibly stale right now. It feels very boring. And because of this, it just feels quite empty and it feels like the end. Now, I would absolutely, like, I would guarantee that we're a point where the server is going to be reset at some point in the future. Maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. I just feel like we're more than halfway through. It feels like we're on the decline. We're past the peak of EarthMC Terra Nova. I think every single person watching this knows that, including you, Fix. It just feels like we're coming to a close on this current like portion of the server. I've talked about how stale it is. I've talked about the server player count. All of this is obviously leading up to me just asking very nicely, Fix, will you reset the server? This is something extremely important to me now, because obviously this server is actively making me money, and I can think off the top of my head of so many things that would be interesting if the server reset. So many different video ideas of stuff that I could do. It is in my financial interest for the server to reset. You know the player count will be super high if it resets. You know the server will be refreshed. It'll be fun. So many players that quit the server because it was boring, they'll come back. I just really don't get, like, that just sounds fun. Like, I brought up the server resetting not too long ago with my friend, and we planned out what we would do if the server reset. And we did that for like an hour, and I legitimately enjoyed that. It was fun for me, and like, that is the first time I've enjoyed doing something on EarthMC for a while, and it wasn't even on EarthMC. It was completely hypothetical, and it was just for the server to reset. Like, seriously, you do not know how happy it would make me if EarthMC reset. That would seriously be... I mean, that would make my year. Genuinely, like, it would help my financial situation, making money on YouTube. It would make Minecraft as a whole more enjoyable for me. If EarthMC reset, I would actually enjoy making these videos again. Making these videos right now just feels quite stale, because the server is stale. It goes along with it. If the server is reset, there will be so much to do. Now, obviously, there's financials that we need to talk about. Fix and maybe a few members of the staff team are the only ones that know what the financials look like right now. This is the main thing that I just don't have access to, and I don't have a way to say whether or not it'll be better financially. And this is something I would definitely encourage you to comment about. If the financials are in favor of keeping the server from resetting, and like why you're holding back on resetting it, that would be the main thing that I would appreciate you commenting. But I sure know that if the server reset, I guarantee you I would buy premium. Right now, I'm not a premium player because I just don't feel like it's worth it. But when the server resets, you better believe I'm spending that, like, what, $8, $9? I don't remember how much. But you better believe I'm spending that money so that I can get onto the server whenever I want after it resets. Because the player count is going to be through the roof. 300s, 400s. There's going to be constant people online. Because people will want to play the server again. People who don't really play the server anymore, people who haven't played for, like, months, years. The fact that it resets will put them back on the server. I can't speak for other people, but I know I'm going to give money to the server if it resets. Now, I feel like a lot of other people will agree with me. I assure you that the friends that I'm going to get on to make a nation with me are also going to buy premium, so that none of us have to worry about waiting in queue to get online, and I just feel like a lot of people will do the same thing. So this is just me sitting here begging you to reset the server. I don't want to make another video just like this, just begging you to reset the server for another year or two. Like, it's only something I can say so many times before people get bored of it and don't want to watch it anymore. But it is incredibly important to me that the server resets sometime soon. It would make me so incredibly happy, along with so many other EarthMC players. I don't know what's holding you back. If there's something specific, please comment it down below and break my heart. But yeah, Mr. Steve Head, my goodness, would it make my year? Would it make me so happy if EarthMC reset? Now, that's all I have to say, but there's one more thing I want to talk about. Basically, I thought it would be a good idea if everyone watching this video, if you've made it this far, to comment down below anything you want Fix to look at or see. Any questions you have for him about the reset, or really anything on EarthMC. And hopefully, if Fix is still watching at this point, he will go down into the comments and he will check it out. So if there's anything you want Fix to see, comment it down below, and hopefully he'll be in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. Gashgali, I hope you enjoyed it. Toothbrush.